Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for February 2024. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Scorpio, in this reading, I'm going to take a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for February is the Three of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords upright. So your biggest challenge here, Scorpio, in the month of February is the Three of Swords. So getting over pain, feeling happy within yourself again, healing your heart, getting over maybe someone who lied, cheated. Okay, we're going to clarify the Three of Swords. We're going to see why it's here for you and what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Fool, you have the King of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. I think a lot of you in the past were questioning whether or not a particular person that may or may have not have been in your life, you know, the question here was, do you see yourself having a new beginning? Do you see a particular person that you started some sort of new beginning with, you know, in the past? Were they someone that you felt was worth your time? Okay. You know, some of you were spending a lot of time on your own here and you said to yourself, I just want to have a new beginning, you know, but I want to attract someone who's stable. I want to attract somebody who is grounded. We're going to find out more about this new beginning and what happened for you in the past in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Queen of Cups. So in the present moment, it looks, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot of reevaluating, right? Reevaluating your life, reevaluating your resources, reevaluating, you know, your whole life. And, you know, some of you think in the present moment, like, I'm not lucky, you know, there's kind of this self-doubt in the present moment. It's like, you know, I don't know why certain things aren't happening in my life, or, you know, when am I going to be, when am I going to have my lucky streak, right? It's like you're questioning that in the present moment. There's a lot going on, you know, inside of you emotionally right now, whether you are aware of that or not. I see that in the cards. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about, you know, all these things that you're questioning within yourself, why they're showing up, what you need to know when we clarify in a moment. In the near future, you have the Moon, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is this need within you. And I think that this is personal. Like, this is really personal, this reading for you, Scorpio, because yes, it may be about someone else. Yes, it may be about someone that you love, but I think that this is about you looking at yourself, going within yourself in the near future and really getting in touch with some sort of deep part of yourself that you've never gotten in touch with before. And I know that sounds super deep. That's what I'm seeing here with the Moon and the Eight of Swords. It's like there's vulnerability here. There is this feeling of, why do I feel alone? You know, why do I feel this sadness of loneliness, of feeling alone, depression, sadness? Like, why do I feel like no matter how much I try, you know, I just feel stuck? One of the things that you don't see in the near future, because you're so overly emotional, and there's nothing wrong with being overly emotional. We all go through what we need to go through, and there's no right or wrong, right? Like, that's what you're experiencing. And a lot of the times, you know, our emotions can be very up and down. And if we don't have someone there supporting us, or we don't have someone there who really gets why we're going through that, we can feel alone. One of the things that you don't see in the near future is an opportunity. Okay, because you're so enveloped in your emotions and this feeling of feeling alone, this feeling of, you know, why do I feel stuck? That's, you know, it's almost like you hit rock bottom, but that's when some opportunity shows up. And I think it's super important that you're aware of that opportunity coming in. And I think that's something that you may need to know here in the near future. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to clarify in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords. You also have the Ten of Cups. So I think what you don't see coming First of all, the 10 of Cups is a beautiful energy. It is one that is about fulfillment and happiness. You're getting clear in the near future in terms of what you don't see coming. You're getting clear on what you need to do to get to this place of feeling happy again. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're getting to this place of, okay, this is what I need to do to truly get to this place of happiness. Okay, so there's a lot of clarity in February, especially at the middle of February. When we hit mid-February into mid-March, even though this is a reading for Feb, you're gonna start to realize, oh, that's what I need to do to be happy. That's what I need to do to truly recognize and realize what is required of me so that I don't feel stuck. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the Three of Swords, your challenge, is clarified by the High Priestess. You have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like there was some sort of disappointment here in love. And it's almost as if someone here in the past, I'm getting an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a Cancer, or a Pisces. It's almost like someone here made it very clear in the past. It's like one of you was super logical in the past about this, but the other person was super secretive, okay? And it's like you found out or someone found out, take it as it resonates, vice versa, that there was a third party. I'm getting a third party energy here, okay? Or if this isn't a third party, it's something that really disappointed you or disappointed your person on an extremely deep level. And I think even though on the surface it may have looked like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, whatever, I'm going to get over this. I think it really affected the person who didn't make it a big deal. Okay, so if this was you and you were hurt and you're like, oh, that's no big deal, that's fine. I think deep down inside you were hurt. Okay. And if this is not you, could have been your person. But either way, someone here acted like it wasn't a big deal, but over time it started to become a big deal. Over time, it started to feel like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is the way things needed to go. Maybe I needed to experience this. It wasn't the greatest experience, but maybe I needed to experience this. So it's almost like, you know, your biggest challenge here is not to just look at the fact of why you were hurt or how you got hurt, but also learn about how this hurt is facilitating some sort of realization within you. Because sometimes pain happens for us to realize something else, which is connected to something else, which is connected to our inner selves in some way, shape, or form. So I think a lot of you, in other words, your challenge here is not to allow this situation to make you sad or upset, but to challenge your next move in terms of what you need to do. It's like, what did you learn from this pain? Did you learn something from this pain so that in the future you're able to cope better with challenges and issues that come into your life? And if you haven't, this is about, you know, turning a negative experience that's painful into something that is spiritual, because that's what the High Priestess is. That's why she has, you know, these scrolls, right? Because she's all about wisdom. She's all about going within, and she doesn't really have to talk. It's something that she just knows naturally, right? It's like, okay, I'm in pain, but how has this pain made me a better person? And that's going to be a big part of your challenge, okay? Easier said than done. All right, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Hermit. The Hermit is clarified by the Ten of Swords. You have the Justice and you have the 10 of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I'm really strongly getting that there was some sort of painful ending that took place here, Scorpio, that really got you into this place of focusing on going within. So just like I said about your challenge, it's like this painful situation that you went through. The reason why you actually went through that was because you needed to go through it. Even though you may look at it and you may say, I should have never gone through that. I should have never experienced that. But this is what has made you stronger. It's actually made you stronger that you went through a painful ending here in the past. And I do see a lot of financial abundance. I feel like something here happened. It caused a lot of pain, but it also equally brought you some sort of abundance, financial abundance. Some of you were rejected here in the past, and it was like, oh, this needed to happen for me to wait for the right person, for the right situation to come in, because there was some sort of new beginning here in the past. And this new beginning in the recent past, it made you realize that you can love again, that you can experience love again. Some of you met an Aries in the past. I'm getting a Sagittarius. I'm also getting another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or maybe an earth sign. So it's almost like someone rejected you here in the past and you're like, okay, no problem. You don't want me? That's fine. There will be someone out there that wants me. And one of the things that you learned in the past, and even if you haven't learned this, you're learning it now, which is good. Time. Allow time to pass for the right person to come in. Allow time to pass for the right experience to come in. And sometimes, you get hurt in a situation, but that person wasn't for you. That situation just simply wasn't for you because there's something better that came in here in the past. And I think that's what happened for you, okay, in the past. Now, in the present moment, you're reevaluating your whole life, Seven of Pentacles. And, there's this slight energy of, why can't I be lucky, or why aren't things working out for me? Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles in the present moment for Scorpio. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords. You have the King of Wands and you have the Five of Swords. So in the present moment, it looks like there's a bit of this power struggle here with another person. That's what I'm seeing in the present moment in air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's almost like you and this person, it's like somebody here doesn't see eye to eye in the present moment. There's somebody here who's very, they're just full of conflict. And they do things without thinking, and they do things very quickly. And I think this is why your lesson is the Three of Swords, because if you've gone through pain before, and you see some sort of repeating pattern in the present moment, it's really important that you don't forget the lesson of the past, because there's something here in February that happens. It's like, I've been through this already. I've done this already, and I think it's nice to have a warning, right? It's nice when somebody's like, hey, didn't we already do this? Didn't we already go through this? I don't think I want to go through this again, right? So I think the message for you in the present moment is when something here becomes overwhelming, when something here becomes tough, when something here kind of seems out of balance, just recognize and remember the past, and recognize also in the present moment that you do have the inner strength and power to recognize that, because there's something here in the present moment, Scorpio, I feel a powerless energy, and there's an important message here with the Queen of Cups. Let's clarify that. Because again, what I'm getting here between, the present moment and near future, it's like there's a huge opportunity, but you don't see it. There's a huge opportunity, but you don't see it. And there's that Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is something you can't see. In the present moment, there's a need for you to have a new beginning. You know that. You're like, yes, now's the time for me to have my new beginning. But you also have to believe in this new beginning. You have to believe in yourself to be willing and able to have this new beginning and to feel like you deserve this new beginning. Because if you don't, and you don't recognize the red flags of what's changing or what needs to change in the present moment, and you just kind of let things go, this can be something that makes you overlook your opportunity. Because, and why do I say that? You may be saying, well, what do you mean overlook my opportunity? Well, look at these two cards. You see the Queen of Cups here, and she doesn't see the Wheel of Fortune. She doesn't see her abundance. She doesn't see that, because all she sees is it ended. It ended badly. It didn't work out in the past, so why would it work out now? And just like I said to you, the things that don't work out in your life, they weren't for you. There's going to be things that are for you and things that are not for you. And the things that are not for you are actually making room for the things that are for you. So you can't assume in the present moment that you're never going to be lucky, that you're never going to meet the right person, because that's not true. Okay, so this is something here that you need to be aware of, because the opportunities are there. So what are these opportunities? What is coming in for you in the present moment that you just simply aren't aware of? Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so in the present moment, what's coming in is this opportunity. There's that Queen of Pentacles that was hiding, and it's still hiding by the Wheel of Fortune behind you. So you will receive some sort of communication, either in the present moment or coming, depending on your timeline. There's some sort of communication coming in about your money, about becoming more financially independent, an opportunity that's coming in. And this is happening after an ending or something here that needed to close out after you reevaluate some sort of major change. Now, in the near future, I do get a sense there's a collaborative energy here, but you still feel alone. So what's the message here with the Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords. You have the Hermit and you have the Eight of Cups. So in the near future, what's happening for you now that you've watched this and you're activated and you're aware of what's coming, I see you disconnecting from this depression. I see you disconnecting from the sadness. I see you disconnecting from this feeling of feeling empty because you've actually spent time with yourself and you've realized what needs to come to an end. You also in the near future come to this realization of why something here didn't work out the way it was. And even though you're uncertain about your future in the near future, you're uncertain about the future, you have a choice or a decision, especially with the moon, okay? And by the way, we just had a full moon in Leo, which was squaring your sun, moon, or rising. So this full moon just put a lot of pressure on your emotions and your feelings connected to the past. So in the near future, you forgive everyone. You forgive yourself. You forgive all the people that maybe were in a situation that caused you a lot of pain. And this is what brings forth the abundance within you. What brings forth the abundance in you is you accepting that something wasn't meant for you, that it didn't work out. And when you fully let that go, because it's hard, trust me, it's hard to forgive. It's hard to say, this happened because I needed to go through it. It's easier to blame everybody and say, everybody's wrong. I was a victim. This is going to change. Okay. And why does that change? Because you realize here that carrying pain around is such a waste of time. It's such yes, you need it. Yes, you need to grieve that. Yes, you need to let that go. But holding on to that is just blocking what is truly meant for you. And this is what you're getting clear on. You're like, oh, that's why I can't be happy, or that's why my happiness hasn't come in. Well, it hasn't come in because I can't even see it because I'm so angry and upset. But you see it in the near future, especially during Pisces season, and a difficult period that's been very difficult for you for a very long time is finally coming to an end. And you're saying, oh, wow, I'm so glad I'm not in that anymore. Okay. You're no longer in this place of being closed off, closing yourself off to people. You're slowly getting back out there in the near future. Okay. So let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. What's the advice? Okay, your biggest piece of advice here, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Chariot, and you have the Hierophant. So your biggest piece of advice, Scorpio, is to recognize when it's time to move forward, to recognize when it's time to hold back and when to move forward. Because for many of you, your biggest piece of advice is to focus on what is going to make you happy. Why should you commit to this situation? Is this something, whatever it is you're choosing to commit to in the month of February, is it something here that's going to help you to move forward? Or is it something here that's going to help you to just remain being closed off? Because there's two options here, right? You can't expect abundance to come into your life if you're not willing to commit to something and move forward towards it because you feel like it's really for you. You have to truly feel like something's worth your time, worth committing to, worth your energy to even be open to it in the first place. So I think one of your things that you need to keep in mind is if something truly is for you, is it helping you feel like it's helping you progress? Because if it's not making you feel like you're progressing, or it's not making you feel relaxed and open, then it may not be something you should commit to. Analyze your energy when you're around certain opportunities, because there's huge opportunities here in February for you. Not all opportunities are going to be for you, but there will be opportunities that come in that make you feel like you're alive, like you can commit to it, and that it is something that you can move forward with. See how you feel. because that is going to be the clue to determine if something's really for you, okay? So Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.